Hey,
Hi.
welcome everybody, and welcome to my buddy Regena.
Oh, couldn't do without my Sal.
So, since Nona was here 2 Fridays ago, we had a little upheaval in the Winkler family.
On the farm.
I mean, I've been pretty good and haven't come to tears, but most of you know that our house burned down, and
That's why I'm here to hold her up.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
doing fine. She's
We're-
gonna do great.
yeah, we're doing great.
That's right.
We're doing great, but
And we wanted to talk about this
Yeah,
today just to let
yeah.
everybody know that that's
because things have been a little different for Farmhouse Fabrics in the last week and a half. And so on Monday morning, the 28th of August, we had a really bad lightning storm that night, and lightning struck our house. And so it caused a fire, and my husband and I came out of that alive.
and that's the best part of the whole
Yeah,
thing.
that's
I mean,
right.
you know, God was with them and
That's
they're
right.
here to continue.
Yeah. And so it didn't touch my shop, and he has a workshop that's who he is since he retired. He loves to work on, he loves to fix people's cars and work on things since he retired. And his workplace, his workshop was untouched also. There's so much to be thankful for. And
God knew what he was doing actually because he kept them separate, okay?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and so we came out with, when I say we literally came out with the clothes on our backs, I mean, I had to grab some to have some on my back. But we didn't have shoes on, and my husband actually had to come off of the roof of the house. So we were really grateful, but so many of you have reached out and been so kind, and our neighbors and friends and our church family. And we have some neighbors real close to us that have a beautiful pool house that is furnished and nobody in it. And they have offered it to us for as long as we need. And
Sally's getting used to that pool house living.
I really like it. I've been really happy there. And it's so close to my house. So like I wake up at 3 in the morning. I just drive up here and talk to my animals for a while, you know. It's like,
And what her neighbors didn't know that if you stay at the house for more than 3 days in South Carolina, you can become squatters.
you know,
And you have squatters' rights now,
I'm
so
gonna
she
have to
may
tell
not
them.
move
I'm gonna have
out.
to tell them that. But it's been such a blessing. Our sons, we have 3 sons that live nearby, and then our youngest son in Australia flew home to be with us. And I want you to know that he has 2 small children, and his wife is 34 weeks pregnant. And I mean, I can't begin to tell you how much it meant for him to do that, and for her to be completely
They're
supportive.
willing to do.
So, anyway, can't live without our family and our
That's
friends.
right. If it's not for family and friends, what do we have?
I know.
You know?
And then Regena called me and said, "Hey, you want me to come on Friday?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, definitely, definitely." But I want to show you something really cool, because really our house really did burn to the ground. It was a 150-year-old house, and it was built out of heart pine. We call it kindling,
The
right?
tinderbox
The
that just went
tinderbox,
up.
yeah. And it made it through all 5 of my boys growing up here, and you know, I thought, how could that happen?
Yeah.
And then get struck by lightning. But Daniel has found, he's very carefully, meticulously trying to go through all the ashes, and he found a stack of pictures. And this is so cool, because he found my mom and my dad's high school graduation pictures. I'll go to the overhead in a minute, but I'll show this first. We'll go to the overhead. But how cool is this? I mean, they are scorched, but here's my dad and my mom, and they graduated in 1936 from Brighton High School in Brighton, Michigan. And I found their diplomas too.
Yeah, it's
We'll go to the
amazing.
overhead, because I want to show you. My mom is wearing a dress with smocking on it. Can you believe it? Okay, we can bring
I
it down
do.
a little closer,
Okay.
and maybe we can.
It's this one.
I mean, we're thinking about sewing even in the midst of all this. She has a white Peter Pan collar, and it looks like a really pretty green fabric. But there's smocking, and so it looks like
It's an insert a piece here
Yeah.
in the top.
kind of like
It
the
kind
Michaela.
of like has raglan sleeves.
Yeah,
it, looks
it does.
Like.
And so covered buttons going down each side of that seam, and then smocking across here.
Yeah, I
Like,
told Sally we definitely needed to show this because
How
It was
cool
so
is
cool.
that? And then here's my dad. It was probably the last time he had lots of hair because he went bald at a really young age. He did. And then I'm going to show you this picture too. This is my grandmother. I'm going to show the first two Instagram, but in Facebook and YouTube we have the overhead. But this is my grandmother and my grandfather, and I'm named after my grandmother. Her name is Sarah Elizabeth, and my name is Sarah Elizabeth.
And the cool thing about this is she's sitting on the porch sewing.
Yeah.
And her
Hey, this
grandfather's
was-
watching them.
1937, and she has a needle and thread, and she's
It's
sewing.
Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, you know what?
Look at that.
It
says-
is.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom was so good at
Yeah.
writing the names on the backs of
So
pictures.
we can show these up close.
Okay.
Here.
I have to show. So here's my grandmother sitting on the porch, and she's with a needle and thread, and she's sewing. And there's my grandpa. Said
Yeah.
he was always really bony.
He
I
was
never
just-
got that from him.
And he's just
Like,
standing there
Could have
nonchalant
passed
looking at
some
her
of
like,
that
what are
on
you
to me,
doing?
but we love them so much. They were Sarah Green and Paul Green. Loved my grandparents. So anyway, I thought I'd show those because they're really special that we found these and all that. I mean, just ashes out there, really, right, Regina?
That's right, it is. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We're getting lots of loves and prayers on here.
Thank you. That's what blesses me.
And Janine said, my mother's name is Sarah Elizabeth.
Oh, is that right? Wow. I love that.
Generational sewers.
Yeah, that's right. I want to say I have, but I had my grandmother. My grandmother used to embroider things for people, and you know those cute little embroidery designs like Aunt Martha's and all that kind of stuff. She had lots and lots of those. I had those. I had those. But anyway, she had embroidered the days of the week on kitchen towels, and she sent them to a good friend of hers in Kansas. And of course, nobody ever wants to use them. So
Right.
she sent them to me many, many years ago,
Aw.
and I had them, and I wouldn't use them. I wouldn't use them either.
So see, you better use everything you got.
Use your
It's
stuff.
like,
Use your stuff.
don't save it for that special
Yeah,
day.
That's right.
Every day's special, and we better live it that way
yeah,
too.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
I mean, we certainly weren't expecting what happened to happen, but for anybody who's been here, you know where we live. We're out in the country, and it was an old farmhouse. But we are planning to rebuild, and it won't look like that. But my son Daniel, he's been looking up styles that we like, and he called it the style I like is a southern low country farmhouse
There you go.
with a big front porch and a back screen porch. And because my husband and I'd sit on the porch every evening, we talk to the animals. Now that the kids are gone, we talk to the animals.
And all her animals were safe.
Yeah, how about that? Because they are all outdoor animals, but they all scattered into the woods, and we were nervous for them. But
Yeah.
my daughters-in-law, the ones that live close by, they were like, okay. One of them went and got cat and dog food, and one of them went and bought your necessities. Like, hey, guess what? We need some underwear. You know, you can tell your daughter-in-law what size clothes you wear, you know, and it's okay. But you really don't want to tell somebody from church.
No.
I wear a size 3.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm laughing because that's the best way to go right
Well,
now.
that's right. Laughter's the best medicine, and
Yeah.
you know, there's not really much anything else you can do.
But we do have some really pretty stuff to show you.
Oh, we do.
Regina's been
Yes.
working.
Well, I was at my retreat last week, as most of you know, because I posted on Facebook, and then I came home. I had a sinus infection because while I was there, the air conditioning unit in my room decided to go from cold to heat one night, and it scared me half to death because this is after the fire, and I woke up smelling this burning smell, and I was like panicked. And it was just, you know, when it go from summer to winter, that the dust burns in those air conditioning
Yeah,
units, and it
it's
smells really
stinky.
bad. Well, then of course my head went completely stopped up, but I've been on antibiotics for a week, so I'm not contagious. I'm not going to give it to Sally or anybody else out here. So hopefully, you know, it's going to be gone in the next day. So, but I
But-
did make a lot of things.
But you don't get slowed down when you get. I mean, you keep going.
No, a couple days
Keep
in the
going at
lounge
it.
chair was it.
Yeah.
I got to keep moving. Can't slow down. Yeah, so we're going to talk about this beautiful fabric.
Are we gonna do
here.
this?
Yeah,
Which one?
this one, this pile.
This one. Okay. So, Christy and I did a little video this week about the jacquard or damask, and I know you think about
It is
damask
absolutely like a tablecloth.
like tablecloth or like napkins, and it has a design that is actually woven into the fabric, and then these are roses.
This is so beautiful, and the colors are so beautiful.
If you can see, like up there it looks royal, but here it's turquoise. It's the right color.
Yeah.
But maybe it looks right. We can go to the overhead and see if we can. It's so pretty. And so Michelle has been designing some patterns using this. So this is
Here's one.
And
Is
it's
this
using
Laurel?
the Laurel by Bonnie Blue Designs. I'll show you. It's the dropped waist here. I'll show you that. Dropped waist.
That will be the kit we offer.
This will be a kit that we offer. Now, does this one have? You've got organdy here. Does it also have an organdy
Yes,
collar instead of the
there'll
blue?
be two pictures. One
Oh,
with
okay.
and then one with the organdy optional collar.
I love that.
It'll
So
be really pretty. I
And-
mean, very pretty for Christmas.
Yeah, and so organdy is very sheer. So we were talking about, would you interface? I wouldn't interface it. I would do two layers of
layers,
organdy
yeah.
for the top part, right, and then back it in
Right.
organdy.
Mhm.
And that way, when you turn it right side out, your seam is going to be under the two layers, and you
Right.
wouldn't really see that little seam allowance.
You wouldn't,
And
and
that-
if you
wouldn't
cut
that
it
be the
really
way to
tiny,
do
it will.
Yeah, you
it'll be
would
really
want
nice.
it.
No.
You want it to cut tiny.
Uh-huh.
And I think it would be very pretty on here. You could even put a little bit of lace gathered up or something like that.
Yeah.
And so we have it in blue, and then
Yeah, this
It'll
blue
be,
is.
that kit will be in the royal, the purple, and the teal.
okay.
So
These three colors. It's going to be available in these three colors.
I've got two of them done.
Yeah.
I've got to work on the teal, but the fabric is in the place of the dress right now.
Oh, okay. Whatever that means.
Instead of a picture of it on the dress.
That's the model,
okay.
the model garment talk.
Okay, it's like okay. What
Okay.
is she saying?
Whatever that means,
What is she-
Michelle.
I kind of know what she means, but we have it in a real dark navy, and it looks black, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Almost 100%. It's dark navy.
But you can see up against her black shirt
yeah,
that it's navy.
yeah.
I mean, it looks black in the picture too. But
And then the white is so pretty, and I could see this like in the spring for First Communion dresses.
oh, definitely,
Wouldn't
that would be so
gorgeous?
pretty. Yeah.
Flower girl dresses.
It would be different, and nobody else would have one like it.
I know. 'Cause
So if
they're
you like
very-
that, that's the way I am. If I'm making something, I want it to be different. And
Yeah.
so,
Well, there's two. If you notice the prints, there's two different prints, and the dark navy has
two different.
ones that are not down here, and so does the white.
Right.
But you can see them on the purple.
Well, I do see like the purple. The rose is a little
right.
different.
It's a little softer edge.
It is.
Flower.
Yep.
yeah, and there's more like swirly stuff around it, where this one is a little bit different and has more leaves around it. Looking like.
Maybe you need to overhead so they can.
Okay, we
I'm
can
not
try to
sure.
do that.
Yeah, they can see it. It's kind of hard to see either way.
I
on
know
it.
when they're tone on tone, they're
Yeah.
hard to picture and they're hard to see like this, but they
You can
are
see the teal
beautiful.
good.
Oh, you can?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good.
And the royal. A little bit,
So
the
I
black,
love-
or the
Let's see if we can
Dark
maybe see the
navy.
white. Maybe the white will show some. The sometimes if we bend it a certain way and the light hits it, I don't know.
There, you can see it kind of.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Uh-huh.
Or you can just take my word for it.
Definitely.
Oh man.
And then there's two other options. They're not going to be kits as of yet, but
Oh,
we'll
here.
put them up there for ideas.
Okay, more ideas. We have the Dolly by Wink and a Nod, and the bodice dress. Is that the bodice dress?
Yep.
Yeah, the bodice dress. Bodice dress by Collars, etc. And you can do anything with the bodice dress.
You sure can,
Oh,
and
my
I love to
goodness.
sew with that pattern. I use it a lot.
Man, and there are so many collar options with the bodice
Mhm.
dress too. So you could make this,
And even do the organdy collar
yeah,
like that
and
with
maybe
lace on
do
it.
embroidery.
Yeah, embroidery, hand embroidery on it would be
yeah.
really pretty, or machine.
That's right.
It would be really, really
That
nice.
that would look nice.
Mm-hmm.
So then the dolly pattern, I'll show you that. Oh, here's the laurel.
Yeah, here's the laurel pattern.
That's
Drop
Bonnie Blue.
waist. Mm-hmm.
And the dolly pattern, this has a lot of sizes in it. We used to have it separated by size groups, and then we put them all together. That's why this one is a little more expensive, because all sizes are in here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. And it has a yoke across here, and then it has an inset piece with pressed down pleats.
Mm-hmm.
They're real pretty. And it has
It's a really cute dress.
yeah, buttons in the back with a really unique placket that Cindy Foose drew a great little design on how to sew it up. It's really good.
And Lonnie is a fan of the colors, etc. pattern.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That a
Well,
lot.
Leilani, good. That's awesome. So we decided we wanted to show off this damask fabric because it got kind of lost in the shuffle, and we're doing all these little more glamorous things.
That's
and
right.
like, these are staples. They're dressy,
Church dresses.
Yeah.
Dress up dresses.
Yeah. kind of like sateen. And the dress that Emma put in the newsletter today was a sateen, like a green sateen. Man, was that cute.
Yeah.
And so people have been ordering sateens because sometimes you live in a part of the country where you don't need velvet because it's hot.
Right.
And
I've made several sateen dresses, for Christmas because it's the perfect weight in the South. And it, and then a little bolero jacket or something over it, and that's all they need.
It's cute. It's cute. Should we show
Well,
this next? Since
Talk
it's
about
sitting
this
right
since
here?
we're talking about
Okay.
pretty fabrics, because this is beautiful.
This is one of those. Oh my goodness! It's like. I mean, I hardly ever see things like this. It's a silk organza, and it's cross woven, but it has embroidered 3-dimensional flowers with velvet leaves. The ribbon flowers, right?
Silk ribbon flowers with velvet leaves. It is just beautiful.
And then we only have 4 yards left of this colorway, which is, I don't know what it's called on here, but it's got the green leaves and green flowers. And then here we have a cross woven silk dupioni that could go with it.
This would be beautiful for the skirt. This for the bodice would be
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Because this has all the colors in
It has
it.
exactly the same colors in
Yeah.
it, and it's so pretty.
And then nobody is going to wear anything like that, right?
Absolutely not.
I love this. I love
You
this.
will stand out because they'll be just
Yeah,
gasping because it's
that's
so
right.
pretty. It's like, wow.
And nobody can copy you.
Nope.
Nobody can copy you.
So if you really want a nice something, they could be child or adult, but I would say even adult dress would be really beautiful
Got
out of
a
this.
question about sateen.
All right. Sure.
Diane wants to know: do you pre-wash cotton sateen?
I mean, I guess you can, but
You could, but I've somebody was talking about that yesterday on Facebook, and they said, do you wash your fabrics before? And I don't wash anything except flannel, corduroy, and double gauze,
because of the shrinkage
and the shrinkage.
factor.
Yeah. And the rest of it I don't, because I like to work with the fabric
this.
sizer that's in it.
Oh,
It makes it look really pretty. Now, if you get all finished and you want to wash it, then that's okay. You know.
Right.
But to start with, I think it just sews and handles much better.
Well, here's a controversial question.
Okay. Leave it to Sally.
Because I am going to be buying a new washing machine, and we have had customers, let's say they've ordered a piece of red corduroy, and they pre-washed it, and they said, it looked like the dye all settled into certain places. And I said, do you have a high efficiency washing machine? Yes, they do. Well, that is the problem, because there's not enough water in there to... And
You're right.
It's a problem.
You're exactly right.
And so there are all kinds of hacks out there. People are telling me, and Kristen told me.
But if they
too,
use
that-
the color catcher with it, they would not have to worry about that. I don't think.
I hope that's right.
I would think that if they did that, because even in the washing machine I have, I've never had a problem.
But the thing
And
is,
it doesn't fade on anything else.
I like to fill my washing machine with water and soak things sometimes for a long time. Let's say I bought some vintage clothing.
Right.
And I like to put it in the washing machine, fill it with water, and soak it. Well, some of those you can't do that. You can't fill it with water. And so I'm in the market for one that I I want something old timey like me.
Washer, huh?
And
I
you're
want a
talking about the
vintage-
efficient. Are you talking about the front loader things?
Yeah,
or-
the front loader high efficiency. They're horrible.
No, I would never have one of those
Right,
things.
right.
So they better not stop making the big tub because I'll get back
Right.
to the hand and
Yeah.
rub board.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't want any government to tell me how much water I should use on my washing machine.
No, and the guy tried to sell me that because I had bought a new one a few years ago, and he just kept saying, it cuts down on the water usage and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, but I like my clothes clean. Well,
I
these are going
know.
to come clean better. I was like, I don't believe you. You're a guy.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you know about washing?
That's right.
You know, it's like.
And I like to put it in, and then I use that Tyler candle soap, you know,
Right.
that, and use a little bit of that, and then let it sit there a while so it soaks
It
into your
smells
clothes. And
nice
it's
and-
called Diva.
Yeah.
And I mean, I use my cheap laundry soap from Sam's, and then add a little bit of that extra, and it smells so good.
It
Uh,
does.
Nona's got a suggestion.
Okay, I'll
Hold
take
on,
it.
Let me scroll back up here. My HE, whatever that is, machine.
High efficiency.
Okay. The HE machine has a deep water cycle that fills the tub. It also has a top loader, not a front loader. So maybe Nona.
Oh,
Well, maybe that's something
Suggestion.
new that's out. Yeah.
Well, Kristen's mom told me that Speed Queen.
Yep, that's what somebody
That's-
just
yeah,
said. Mary
speed-
Frances McTeer.
Yeah, that. So I'm there. There's a place in Aiken and a place in Augusta that sells Speed Queen, and even if I have to, because I'm worried the government's going to say they're not going to let me get them, so I'm going to get it
No,
and go
I
store
think-
it in our storage building while we rebuild.
I can't remember. I think I have a Maytag. 'Cause I
But
went,
are you able to fill it with water?
oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
all and it holds 20. You know, it has the big tub because I want a big machine. You know, you put
Yeah.
beach towels in
Or,
it,
yeah,
heavy
and
towels.
comforters.
You want those things clean.
Well, so
You
here's
know?
here's a hack for those of you that have a front loader, because Kristen told me this, and then I've been reading about it on the internet. If you take a big terry cloth towel and get it soaking wet in the sink and put it in with your load, then it fools your machine thinking that it needs more water because it's heavy.
Oh, that's.
And
I mean, who
and
wants
so-
to have to fool their washing machine?
I know I tricked my washing machine in order to get my
yeah,
stuff
I was like,
clean.
no, I just buy when it fills up with water.
I know. We've been washing a lot of sooty clothes.
Might
let me
have to get
tell
a
you.
trolling motor and put in the pool, but we're gonna stir up that water.
That's right. That's right.
Billy Paris says, when you find that washer you can fill up in soap, let us know. What
Well, I
brand.
think Speed Queen. I think it's Speed
Yeah.
Queen is the name, because I don't think there are a lot of them
Yeah,
out there.
there's another. Nancy Cobble said Speed Queen is
Okay.
the best.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, we might as well
here's-
show this
yeah,
one. 'Cause
show this
is
one while we're
another.
talking about it.
This is another one like the one
Colorway.
with the, yeah, another colorway. This is really fall. Looks like the leaves have fallen, and so this is called Relic Bronze Dupioni, and this is silk organza with the velvet leaves and the ribbon rosette.
And they're orange. The little
Yeah.
the roses
Man.
are orange ribbon,
It's
and
so
it's so
cute.
pretty for fall. If you have a dress up something for fall to go to, this would be it.
So in our, oh, you haven't seen our ad yet. Oh, well, you're gonna be happy. in the new magazine, which isn't out yet, we just sent off our ad. Stephanie Dabbs, did she bring it? Did we show that dress? Oh, we showed it. Stephanie Dabbs made a dress for her granddaughter that's so cute. It had silk organza overlay skirt,
I must have
And-
missed that one.
and it was in blue, and that royal
Yeah.
blue. Didn't you see that?
I don't remember.
When she was here, she showed it.
Oh,
She put little sequins on the point of the collar.
It was like she did her
Little
E6000.
rhinestones.
Oh, you didn't see the
I didn't see
rhinestones?
that. I must
Oh,
not have been
man.
I'll
here.
show it to you after.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
Oh, I
They're
can't
one
wait.
of the overhead.
Okay, we'll go to overhead. All right, let's see. We might need to back up just a little bit. It
little
looks so dark. Doesn't it look dark?
Yeah, that's not the color. It
No,
is.
that's not. Let's see if I put
No,
some.
it's a really pretty
white
gold
under it.
bronzy brown.
Yeah, let's see. If we do this,
Yeah, there we go.
will it show the color? Maybe. I don't know why it's not showing the color. But yeah, it's real
And
pretty.
that green was showing through.
Yeah.
It's really, really pretty.
So if you can wear fall colors, this is for you. And there's
That's
a little
for
more
sure.
of this. This is a little more than the one with the green flowers.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
We can
Good.
talk about our pressing.
Yeah. You want to get us
Oh,
back?
get us
to-
back to the
Yeah.
real live.
All right. So when Nona was here, we talked about pressing. We talked about pressing issues.
Mhm.
And Nona has designed a pattern for a wonderful little mitt. And then we made a kit. We call it the kit mitt. Mitt kit.
Mitt kit.
Mitt kit. Mitt kit. Kit mitt. But so the kit has 100% cotton stuffing, and it has wool. It has different wools, like a heavy wool for the top part. Then Regina was trying it out, weren't you?
Yeah, this is really cool. I told her I hadn't downloaded the pattern yet, but I will.
Yeah.
Alani wanted to know if the silk organza can be washed.
Why does she have to ask me questions like that?
Don't usually wash it, but you know when I
think
do it,
you
when
can.
I embroider on it, I wash it.
Yeah.
You know, I soak it. I don't put it in the washing
I mean,
machine,
look
but
at
I soak it.
Evie just dyed a whole
Yeah,
bunch of silk
she
organza,
does,
and
and
that's
then
totally
you
in
just press
the...
it, and once you press it, I mean, it just goes right back to the way it was.
We're gonna say yes.
Yes, I would say yes.
But
too.
don't hold me to it. No. No, I would say yes.
When you embroider on it, you have to wash the stabilizer out, and so I run it under
That's
really,
right,
really hot
that's
water,
right.
and then I soak it for about a day, overnight, and then I roll it in a towel, and it's really wrinkled when it comes out, but then I just press
You
it,
can
and
press
it's right
it.
back to
Yeah,
the way it was.
that's true.
Yeah,
So, yes.
and I would say if you put it in the washing machine, just
One
put
of
it on the
scariest questions around
know.
here. How does it wash?
put it on a the delicate cycle, so it doesn't just get in there and go
Yeah.
like this number,
Yeah.
and then hang it
Some-
up to dry.
And sometimes I take something like that and I do it if I'm washing it here in the kitchen at the shop.
Mhm.
I mix up my little potion, and put it in there, and then
Her
towel
witch's
dry.
brew is all
yeah,
good.
It smells good too.
Yeah.
I like things that smell good.
And Sally always smells good.
Speaking about things that don't smell good, when I came down like the Wednesday maybe after the fire, I was sitting in the front of my shop and I thought, man, smells like the dogs have gotten into some kind of terrible dead animal.
Oh.
And when Daniel came, he said, "Oh, you know what it is? All the meat that was in your freezer."
Oh my goodness! Forgot about that. Oh.
And so this is what your
Oh.
son will do for you. Got big old contractor sized garbage bags, put them in bins, and went with a shovel. And he was like,
No.
"Ah."
I would have hauled that whole freezer to the dump.
How do you get it there? You got to put it
Got
in
a front end
vehicle.
loader and pick it up. It's
I
like,
mean,
oh.
it was a holiday weekend,
Oh, and it wasn't
Monday
even
was
open.
and
It
the
was
dump
like,
wasn't
oh.
open. Yeah, so
Oh.
yeah, I'd rather smell the soot. That was a really bad smell. Really bad smell.
That would
So we've
be
been doing
nasty.
lots of laundry.
That would be awful.
Lots of laundry. But anyway, because we had the hardest time finding cotton stuffing, and we finally found it. And some of y'all might already have a piece of wool that you can make this mitt at home. And I thought, well, maybe you might have a hard time finding stuffing too. So we're also selling these bags of stuffing, enough to do a mitt. And the pattern is a free download. Nona Pontiff gave us that pattern. It's a free download on our website. And so if you're looking everywhere and can't find the cotton stuffing, we have cotton stuffing on our website. I think it just went on today. Yeah. So got all these
so everybody
problems.
wants to make one of these because you really need it to
We
press
actually
with.
have.
It's really
people
nice.
have been really interested in
Mhm.
this, and the nice thing is you can get your little soft edges.
I know.
just-
I was trying to press a dress this morning, and I had it on the ironing board. The ironing board, every time I'd press it, I'd press wrinkles in it because
I
I could
know.
not get it to lay or exactly
Right.
where I need it. But that's going to be
That's right.
perfect.
Yeah.
And you could make these. Once you make one of these, you could figure out how to make a tube.
Yes.
Something different that you can, play around with it and make something that works really well for you.
Well, you could, like Nona took one of our rolling pins.
Oh yeah,
the
she took the rolling pin.
and she rolled it in a linen towel. I
Mhm.
think rolled it
Mhm.
up so it's nice and thick, and you could put it up
Right,
the
in the
pant
arm,
leg or the
yeah.
whole skirt, and you could press the seam of a pant leg or
Open,
skirt open
yeah.
without pressing getting the imprint into
Right,
the outside of
yeah.
your.
It
of
worked
your-
really
yeah.
well. I liked her
It was-
idea
it was
on that.
neat.
That was nice. Because
Yeah.
you don't really think about those things. You're trying to figure out how to do them.
I know.
And once you press it, and you've got those imprints, like you're
I
kind of
know,
done.
I know.
It's like kind of finished.
Well, I've been wanting Regina to talk about the doll club. 'Cause these are so cute.
Well, I decided this year to join the doll club since I don't have enough
So
doll
what is
clothes
the doll
patterns.
club?
And the doll club is in the Classic Sewing magazine. and it's right here in the back, and it's a really good deal if you like to make doll clothes. It's the patterns and instructions you download, and they're $39 for the year, and you get a pattern every month. And if you want videos with it to show you how to do them, it's $59 for the year. And I know that if you go into the, what is theirs, the sewing collection, I think they have kits also
They
that you
do?
can make all these doll dresses with. I didn't need to do that because, you know, most of us
You
have
might have a little
stashes.
fabric at home.
I might have a little bit I can pull out, and it doesn't take but a little bit for these dresses, but they are just, I mean, they're just the cutest things. And so this year I decided, okay, I'm going to make some of those. And I did, and I started with this
out of
one.
the way.
This one, I can't remember. I think this was the second one. I'm not sure. I've got these backwards. But anyway, these are the 1 and 2 months that it started. And this one is a little smocked dress, bodice dress with little puff sleeves. And it's just, it was the cutest thing. And of course it took, you know, like no time to make I smocked it. I wanted to do things that I could take to the retreat last
For
week to
you,
do.
it took
Yeah.
time.
Well, it's got a 4-inch smocking, and I just there's no smocking plate. I just did it. There's a pattern that comes with it, but I didn't use it. I just sat there watching TV and did this because I was trying to put things together and stuffing it in an envelope. Okay, there's one day. You know, okay, here's day 2, and then this one was the second one, and this is just the cutest little dress.
The smock dress, that's the Callie Ann dress, and
Uh-huh.
that's designed by Ann Parker.
Okay,
Oh, no
Yeah.
kidding. Cute.
I think both of these are. I think they're all different.
That one's the Karasch dress,
Uh-huh.
and that one's from Charlotte Potter.
Okay,
Oh.
and it's just so fun. You know,
So is this in the pattern, or do they talk
Uh-huh.
about doing that?
Mhm.
So tell them how you did your little
okay,
trim, because
around
that's
the top
really
they
cute.
have a little
You
rick
can
rack.
maybe
It's
go
baby
to the,
rick
go to the
rack.
overhead for the so they
Okay.
can see your. Yeah,
They have, do we need to come in on
yeah,
it?
yeah. There we go.
It has baby rickrack, and then you just wind floss. You know, I use 6 strands of floss, and you just wrap it around the baby rickrack. And then at the ends, I glued one end to start, and then I started wrapping, and then I glued the other end. I folded it over, glued it, and under the arm.
Did you actually fold it over, glue it to your garment,
Yes.
and then start wrapping?
No. I glued it. I taped
you-
one end to the table.
Oh, okay.
And when I pulled that tape off, then I stuck them together with the glue.
Okay.
And then I started going around the arm with it, and I glued it down. And so I just glued it down around the armhole and the neck, starting in the back.
Lori has a question. What size of dolls do they fit? Baby dolls or like American?
No, this is
Girl?
like the American 14-inch doll.
14 or
18
18?
inch. I'm sorry, 18 inch. And what was I going to say? I lost it anyway. And then I just
You
sewed
did
it down.
a single stitch.
Yeah,
and
single stitch.
She did it in white, and you can't
You
see
can't
it
see it
even
at
through
all.
the
Mm-mm.
through the pink. You can't see it.
Mm-mm.
And so I know you sewed
And then
buttonholes back here, right?
Oh yeah, right. On all my doll dresses, I put buttonholes. No, actually, they all Velcro. And this one, I just put it all the way down the back.
Yeah.
And then I just go back and just sew the couple little buttons on the back to make it.
So this is
Like
Velcro
that, yep.
also.
Mhm.
And you know, one of the girls here, when Regina brought these in, she said, I never would have thought you could make a doll garment using the border print because you think that it's wide. But it looks real sweet.
No,
and
it made this
shows
dress
enough
just
of the
perfect.
border
Mm-hmm.
to be a whole skirt, and it doesn't look
Yeah.
like the wrong size. It's fine. It's fine as in the scale.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I love that fabric, and I had extras, so I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll just make a doll dress.
Really, really sweet.
And I measured it enough to get so that this bottom part I could do the hem, and
Oh,
have
right.
this
and
piece
have
at the
that
bottom.
as your border.
Mm-hmm.
That is cute.
So I was really excited and pleased with it, and you know, I was making these other dresses that are hanging behind me at the retreat, and then when I thought, okay, I got those all finished now.
These are cute too. We'll have to
On
pull them
the
out.
third day, I was like, okay, I need to do something different, so then I made the 2 doll dresses.
Well, how many days was your retreat, Regina?
Monday to Friday morning. So I
And-
actually sewed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
And how many ladies went on the retreat?
19.
Oh my goodness.
19 women.
Is that the
Yeah.
most that you've ever had?
No, I've had 22 or 23 before, so yeah, it was
Well,
a nice group. And it's a super fun group of ladies. And
Plus, the place that you stay is
the FFA FCCLA Center in Covington, Georgia. and it's a really awesome place
Don't
to
they
go.
have really good food?
Oh,
And yeah,
Yeah, nobody complains about the food.
that's
And
kind
this
of
year I
amazing,
did something
right?
really different. I usually I make something, like almost for every day that we're there.
Mm-hmm.
So when everybody goes to lunch and comes back, there's a little treat on their sewing machine. Well, this year I made one little treat. And it was an embroidered in the hoop project, and I did all 19 of those. And then I thought, okay, I don't want to do any more embroidery. What am I going to do this time? And I thought, you know what? We're going to spice this up a little bit. So I had cocktail hour every afternoon at 4 o'clock. I did, and believe me, those ladies were absolutely shocked, and they really enjoyed it.
Too bad you weren't selling something. You could have made a lot of money.
I probably could have. No, it wasn't that bad. I made some type of a really nice light punch,
Yeah.
and I told them on the last
Packed
day,
it in a punch.
they kept saying the next day, I said, well, there's going to be something different every day. And they said, well, I said, and the last day is going to be really good. They said, well, what's that going to be? I said, everything that's left over is going into one jug.
Oh man!
So we had what I call jungle juice on Thursday.
Jungle juice.
And trust me, it was really good, and everybody liked it. And we had the charcuterie board out, with all the fun food and
Yeah.
everything. So yeah, it was really nice. And they're like, oh, we're gonna have that next time. So
Now you
I think they
started
liked that
something.
more than they did the little free things that I
Oh.
gave them. The little
Man,
made
that's
things.
funny. That's
I want to
funny.
see a post cocktail hour make.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Well,
right.
some of these were because we did it at 4 o'clock every afternoon, and then we went to dinner at 6, and then we, sewed in the evening. So it was.
Wow.
Fred Bear said, "Drink up, ladies."
Way to go, Fred. I told us,
The cry emoji.
Oh
it's just to have a little fun. So that's what we did,
man.
and they could partake or not partake, but I didn't
That's
see
right.
too many not partaking.
Oh.
Okay, so
Let's see. Let's start naming off. Even so and so. Yeah.
well, it was really kind of interesting and kind of fun.
Oh.
Okay, and I'll show you
Now
these
these dresses are so cute.
Okay, this one will show you up close. Now I'll tell you, I posted these, so most of you'll see. A lot of you'll see these. I ordered these smocked inserts from Etsy probably 6 or 7 years ago, and I have hunted and I could not find the site, and I couldn't find a receipt or anything of where I got them because everybody wanted to start ordering them. And I was cleaning out before I went I always take a big tub of stuff to give away at the retreat, and so I was looking for that stuff, and I found these, and I thought, well, what projects am I going to do? I'm going to make all these up. And it just so happened when I pulled them out and went into my sewing fabric closet, I had fabric that matched every single
I
plate.
can't believe it.
And
So
I
they
didn't-
came with the piping on it.
Yeah, they came piped and everything, ready to go. And so
And all of them are three-dimensional, I
yes,
think.
they are. And so it was so much fun to start putting them together and saying, okay, well, this goes with this fabric, and what pattern am I going to make? Okay, I'm going to make, and I didn't want to make all of them the same, so I had to pull out different patterns. So this was a Children's Corner Amy pattern,
I love that pattern.
and it
Is
was
that
really
even available
fun.
anymore?
It's probably
Is
out
Amy?
of print,
I love
but
Amy.
people are selling these kind of patterns all the time on,
yeah,
on
and the
D-Stash and
D-Stash
stuff.
groups.
Yeah,
That's right.
so you can find them, and
That's cute.
it's a really sweet dress for. And I had this little horseman. I thought, okay, well, this could be a boy or a girl, but we're gonna make it into a girl dress.
Well, there was what was the name of that company that they were selling these inserts for like, I don't know, I want to say $10 or something.
I think I only
maybe
paid between
6.
$5 and
I mean,
$8.
Who can do
Yeah.
that? And they all were real involved and real three-dimensional
Yeah.
with many, many details. They're so cute.
And so I bought them, and at the time I didn't have anything to do with,
Yeah.
what to do. What am I going to do with them? I never sewn
But it was
anything
a
with an
good
insert.
deal, you guys.
I did get a good deal, and I was real happy. And so
And
then
she
I
knows
ended
how
up.
much time smocking takes, right?
Yeah, and I do not do picture smocking, so
Yeah.
it was like, okay, I'm not going to spend all my time doing this.
So this is Amy. Very cute.
really cute,
Sweet
sweet
little
little
Sweet
dress.
little dress. Yep. All right.
And then these two are alike because they were nautical.
Oh, look at these turtles. They're so cute. They look like needlepoint almost.
They do. They are really,
Okay,
really
we'll
cute.
go to the overhead on this
What am I doing
because
now?
you got to see
Pointer. Okay, here it is.
the turtles are so detailed.
The
Each
color
one
in
of
them
these,
is so pretty.
Wow.
So whoever did it, they did a fantastic
I
job.
know. That is really great. So this is, I know you guys can guess it.
Yep.
Mary D.
Mary D by Children's Corner.
Yeah. Doo-doo-doo.
And this one has the little fish that are really, really cute.
Let's see what they did unique to this. Oh, just the
way they outlined it,
the
and
way they and filled in all the little details,
the little
and this,
bubbles with the French knots.
The colors are pretty, aren't they?
Or bullions.
And guess what? Three piece designs, and they all look the same.
They do.
Have you
Mine
ever?
would not have done that. I think the only picture smock piece, I'm going to bring that one day and show you, because I actually got one done a long time ago, and that's when I decided then and there I'm not doing this again. It's like, okay.
Well, look what you did here. She matched her stripes.
How about that?
Let's check the other shoulder.
Oh, of course Sally would do that. And trust me, I didn't plan it.
I'm like, wow, very good. Whoops. No.
They're off 1/8 of an inch over here on that side. But they're just so sweet, and I think it's so cool for summer.
Yes,
you know?
these are darling, and they can wear them with no shirt, and later on
Right, and they can put a little white shirt under,
yeah.
a blouse or something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And then this one, I thought it warranted something else, a different style dress, because it is so pretty. It is unbelievably pretty.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Look at this, if you can see this. That smocking design, everybody wanted this one at the retreat. They're like, where can I get that? I was like, I don't think you can.
So the birds are all done with
Bullions. And the little flowers are bullions.
Oh, and the sweet little basket. But I love the double zigzag.
I love the way they did that.
Man.
You know, so it's like, okay.
It's adorable.
So I make two dresses, took one day for two dresses. One in the morning, one in the evening. So you see, Fred, I didn't drink too much because I could still sew.
That's right.
It was still there, but they...
So what pattern is this?
This pattern is Children's Corner Lee pattern.
Oh, Lee is another classic. Yeah,
it is.
Lee is a classic.
And it's a sweet, cute little dress, and I thought, okay, that goes with the pink. It needs something a little special.
One thing I love about the Children's Corner Lee is a sweet little sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
It's got just a precious
really
little
cute
sleeve.
little sleeve.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
So Scarlett gets two and Josie gets two, and so I figured the pink one and the gray one were a little bit more growny.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit.
So I mean, they're pretty close.
14 months older, okay.
They're pretty close in size, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the same size.
Oh.
I just had them one an inch or so longer than the other one, but they wear the same size in the bodice, so it was easy enough. And then I had one last one that was.
Can't believe you did this one too. This is
my little guy. He gets a fire trucks.
He's gonna love that.
I'm sure Mom's not gonna like it, but you know, it is what it is.
We'll go to the overhead.
I'll put it on him
one.
and then get a photo of him. You know.
So this is a Children's Corner pattern too. I think
it is
it's
the basic boys.
The basic boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't pull that pattern out, but it's the basic boys pattern.
Yeah.
And just cute as it can be.
Got a little ladder. It's
yeah, the ladder's on the side of the truck, and it's really sweet.
Very, very sweet.
So I thought, okay, we'll just make him some little button-on pants.
Well, he's gonna like that. No, don't you think he'll like that?
Oh, he's a boy. He's
not
probably
gonna
not
care?
gonna look at this. He doesn't care what he is. Oh, it's just whether Mom puts it on him or not. You
Yeah.
know. So, yeah.
That's really nice.
So that was all
This
my.
shirt looks store-bought, Regina.
Thank you, Sally.
Yeah. I love this.
So that was my 4
Really,
days.
she went shopping at
4 days of sewing.
A little boutique up there in the mountain, in the near Covington.
Five big outfits and 2 doll dresses. So I thought I was doing really well.
I think so. Did anybody beat you with the number of things they made? Probably not. No.
No.
Plus all the.
And
all
I'll
the
say that
punch you were
one person
making.
who was there took 4 days on one dress, and you know who I'm talking about.
Oh. Who is it?
I'm not going to tell you.
Who is it?
She's my friend. She knows I pick on her a lot.
Oh.
Oh, and then we have
Now
these.
we
Now, I didn't make
have-
these that week.
No, but these are cute.
This
These
is from the Ruthie pattern, and I saw in Sally's, was it your thing on? Anyway, something that
Did
came
you
out
put
email
Ruthie? You
that
put
had a
Ruthie
Ruthie
in,
on it.
And recently,
I think so.
it's
Yeah.
Children's Corner Ruthie.
And I saw it and I thought, okay, I'll just pull these out of the closet
and
and
very, very fall.
show.
But the nice thing about Ruthie, it has a long sleeve
It does.
version.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great. This is lightweight, but they could wear it in the fall.
Yeah, I don't like fall. I don't like winter sewing. I don't like winter clothes, period. And so when Kaylee was in school, it's like, okay, I have to make something that, or not really school because she wore uniforms at this size, but to church she needed something with a long sleeve. And I love Ruthie for that.
Yeah,
it was so cute
I do
and
too.
looked so sweet on her. And fall fabrics, you could, it's easy in this pattern to do a fall fabric.
That's right. That's sweet.
So that,
and then
this was a spring
that's
one.
a Liberty, right? Isn't that a Liberty fabric?
It is. And I did this for spring, and I made a top.
Oh man.
And she wore it with little pink corduroy pants.
Cute. I remember that.
And I used the baby rickrack around the sleeves and the collar, just to trim it up a little bit. Yeah. So I just thought I would bring those and show you some things you
Get
could
inspired,
ideas
right?
for fall.
inspired.
Yeah. And this would be pretty, and even in fall, especially in the South, you can wear this in the fall too, because you could wear green corduroy pants or green skirt, whatever you wanted with it.
So, speaking of that, we received some samples in the mail from Fabric Finders of some new colors of PK, and we were so excited, and it said pre-order now. And so I had to scold Sita from Fabric Finders, like, pre-order? You already sold out what you had. What? Because we did get 3 of the colors, and they're the neutral family. And one was silver, one was slate maybe, and one was khaki color. But they have the most beautiful green, and I think it's going to match maybe a green in the Liberty.
Oh, that'll be
you know
pretty.
how you can never find a solid that
Right.
goes with Liberty?
Yes.
There's also a blue that is just a different shade.
That'll
All
be
the shades of
awesome.
Liberty are a little bit off, and I said to her, send off some Liberty to them and tell them to match the colors in the Liberty for the
Right.
solids, because it's hard to find a solid to go with Liberty.
It is. It's very
So-
difficult.
Anyway, they sold their first little tiny shipment that came in, and they're getting more made, and we're excited
Oh,
about
that's
it. So
good. I can't wait to see
be
that.
watching,
Yeah.
and we'll line them up with and we'll
Yeah.
probably get piping made and bias made, maybe covered buttons, because that's pretty popular. But
Yeah, especially
anyway,
in the winter, it's really
I know
pretty. Yeah,
because it's not really a corduroy, but it still has that texture,
right.
and kind of can take you into fall even
Yeah.
with the lighter weight fabric.
And in
So,
spring, because it's not warm and it's not cold,
Yeah.
cold. So
Yeah.
you can transition in from one to the other with this kind of stuff. You
yeah,
know,
especially in our area of our neck of the woods.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's for sure. Down
yeah.
here.
Meg Ross says that's a great idea to see if Fabric Finders will coordinate some solids to Liberty.
No kidding, Meg. I'm with you on that. And
Yeah, because it is really difficult sometimes to find those
in fact, they are so willing to work with people. I know that Joy Welch has worked with them, and then she's designed embroidery designs to coordinate with their fabrics. They're absolutely willing to do
and
that.
they're really good.
Yeah.
They make.
Yeah, I mean, because we all love Liberty, but then you try and go and match a trim or match a button or match something, and every Liberty color is just a little bit
different.
Yeah, it's not your red, white, and blue.
No,
and
it's not. It's not your bolder colors, and it's not.
you're like, man, this is just a little bit off.
Even like the whites. The white in this
Yeah.
is not white.
That's right.
It's more, and it's not cream, but it's in
So
between.
When
you know?
we get a piece of solid broadcloth, that I call it goes with Liberty of London, because it has that little bit of a soft white, and I'm always excited to find that.
Yeah.
That's like hallelujah. All right,
Yeah.
no kidding. Well, do we have any questions today? Because look at this, children. You have 10 more
we're
minutes
early.
before the bell rings.
We're a little bit early with that,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I think we had a lot of nice stuff here.
Oh, you know
We're
what you
gonna-
didn't show? You didn't show
my
your
little
tape.
tailor jacket.
Yeah.
Okay, or Tate. Yeah, this is the Tate jacket. But I
And
made it to
where's
go
that
over.
skirt? Oh, the
Well,
skirt's over here.
I'm going to show you the skirt, but don't ask the pattern because you can't figure it
Yeah.
out. I don't remember what it was. But this is the little skirt that goes over this little jacket goes
Is
over
that a
this.
printed corduroy?
Yes.
Tell from here. That's so
Yes,
Yes.
we used to have the most wonderful
And-
printed corduroy.
you can make this into a winter outfit without putting, you know, you don't have to have a blouse under this. You can wear this as the jacket or the blouse. And it was really, really cute on.
It is.
Or you could put it over a blouse if you want a extra, you know, if you're up north, you can put it over a blouse. So it was a really cute, and I think you had shown the tape pattern too this week, so.
You made it into a coat one time.
I did.
What was it made out of? Am I thinking blue? Was it a light blue
Could have
wool?
been.
Light blue wool?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of that, we got to talk about Gail Doan's class
That's
coming
right,
up.
yes.
Oh,
Oh, we
my
do.
Goodness.
Was it an aqua Swiss chalet?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
it was.
it
Aqua
was.
Swiss wool
Say
chalet.
that again, Emma.
Aqua Swiss.
Say that
chalet.
6 times real fast.
I will not.
I made that for a spring coat to go over her
Yes.
Easter dress.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
So, you know we love Gail Doan. GailDoan.com. GailDoane.
Mm-hmm.
Gail has a new class coming out on the 12th. Tuesday? Is that Tuesday? Tuesday the 12th. And I know if you've ever signed up for one of her classes, you're going to want to do it again.
That's for sure.
So I call it the Paddington Bear Coat.
That's I was going to say that too, and then I thought, well, I'm going to wait and see if Sally says it.
She's not calling it the Paddington Bear.
No, she didn't.
wool
So I
coat.
don't
What
wanna
does
say
she call
that.
She has a name
There's
for
a different name, but I don't.
But it definitely is. It's so cute with the
The double
toggles and all
Uh-huh.
that kind of stuff. And so she's got kits in all these different wool coat colors.
I can't believe how many she's made, and
I
they
know,
are
I
so
know.
beautiful
They're
and so
really,
cute. And you're
really
just like,
pretty.
I want one of those, but I don't want to make it.
If you, I mean, I'm not sure. Does she have them up on her? Probably. I don't know if she has them on her website yet or on her Etsy store. But if you go to Facebook and you follow her on Facebook,
Yes, you'll see
you
'em.
can see the
Yeah.
colors because she put them up there and said which one is your favorite.
I know, it's like they all are.
It was fun, wasn't it? Because
A lot
know.
like the yellow, which I
Did
thought
that
was
surprise you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did.
and
Because I think it was red. I think
there was a red
one.
and there was a pink that was really
Uh-huh.
really pretty.
Yeah.
And you know, we always look for pink wool. It's hard to find pink
Is it
wool.
just called a traditional wool coat?
Traditional wool coat.
I don't think
it's
no,
the
it's
English,
something
duffel coat.
English duffel
Oh, that's
coat.
what it was.
Okay,
I was,
okay.
yeah.
So you'd be watching GailDoan.com the 12th, Tuesday the 12th. It'll be ready to purchase, and she always has like some huge book that you can print, and we suggest get them printed at.
PDF plotting.
It's called
Plotters.
Plotted pattern.
Plotted patterns.
Plotted patterns. They do the PDF patterns, and you just send them your
link.
yeah. You go in there and
The
send it,
download.
and it's a download. But they print it, and they've gone up, which is really funny because when I first learned it, it was 10 cents a page, and I think now it's 20 cents a page. But that is so cheap
And they're
compared to
fast.
everybody else, and they're quick. And I just
And that's
ordered
in color
patterns
too, right?
yes,
Mhm.
and I ordered like 4 or 5 patterns last week from them, or a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I got them before I left for the trip. I mean, it was so fast, you know.
Well, in fact, I meant to print off a new pattern, and I think it's by Sunflower Seams. I love this new pattern. And so I'm going to be talking about it. I can't even think of the name, which is so awful, but it just came out. But it has raglan sleeves, and it has a fitted bodice, but it has elastic from across here. But it's not too low for the little girls. It comes up higher, and I think it's for knits. The reason I'm interested in that because we have a whole batch of organic knits that are coming in that are really, really pretty.
Wow.
They're
Yeah.
really going to be pretty.
Wow.
And so
I'll
it
have to
has
look
a
that
puffy
pattern up.
Yeah, it has a puffy sleeve. Now I don't really care for how wide the band is. I would make it less, or maybe make it even elastic or something like that. But you know, all that's something you can just change.
Yeah, you can change
according to
that
what
up.
you like.
Right.
Anyway, it's a pretty pattern, and I'm gonna, because I'm not so good at downloading things, but Michelle is very good, and so I'm gonna ask Michelle to send it off to the plotted pattern and get it printed in all the sizes.
Right.
And
Yep.
someone just asked, do they print patterns separately? And I answered, yes, they do.
They do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we just upload, and you can name what the pattern is.
Right.
And then when you get it, it will be all separate.
But it's so nice to have the book, you know, and you can
Yes.
have it with the spiral on it, and they're great. I mean, I
Yeah.
absolutely love when I get
Yeah.
that. It's so exciting to get it in the mail. It's like, yay,
And it's quick.
and
Because
quick.
sometimes I get inspired to sew something, but when by the time something comes to me, I'm like
Yeah.
already not wanting to do that one.
Right. And if I have to print it, usually my printer's out of ink.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
They are on vacation until September 18th.
Oh, okay. Well,
So,
that's not too far down the road.
All the pending orders will be shipped in a few days. Is what it
All
says.
right. Well, that's good.
Well,
to
get
know.
your order in, and then
Then they'll
send it
probably
to
ship
you.
them whenever they
right,
come
as
back.
soon as they
right?
get back, you'll get it pretty quick.
Oh, that was the
Yeah.
other thing. You know, you think of things that got burned up. My husband and I were both in the middle of a good book, and then I thought, oh, you know, I'm going to grab my book. I'm like, oh, I can't grab my book. So we've reordered some through eBay that we're in the middle of. And anyway.
It's just those little things you didn't
yeah,
think of, isn't
yeah.
it? That pop up.
Right. Kind of just
Yeah.
like
Whew.
shake you up. But Regina and I are going to have a drawing, and Nona Pontiff made this, gave this to us. It's
Right.
such a generous gift. So this is what the kit, lace heirloom kit, heirloom sewing assortment that Nona Pontiff brought to give to us, and this is for the class she teaches through Smocking Guild. Hey, you know what? After Nona was here, somebody wrote and said they signed up for Saga. They joined Saga after Nona was here talking.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so
Yeah.
neat. So Saga is Smocking Arts Guild of America, and they have them all over the United
The
States.
chapters are all over the United
chapters,
States.
uh-huh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Saga is the national the national group, and then it's broken into local chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's neat. So somebody
And
got
we're
a
having
new
a convention
person.
in October in Charleston, South Carolina. So it's going to be a big thing. And
And they have markets there. So if you're anywhere near there,
Right.
you don't have to even go to the classes to go to the market.
no, you can just come to the market. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of vendors, really good vendors, and lots of good classes. And
On your
so,
way through Beach Island, you can stop here, and because we're not going, we're not going to go this year. But yeah, they have great classes, great teachers, and so somebody is going to win this today.
And you're going to be a lucky person because this is a really nice kit.
You know what?
Billy Harris commented it's Friday, October 20th, 2 to 7.
Yep.
Oh, okay. The market is Friday, October 20th, 2 to 7, in the afternoon and evening. And where's it going to be held? Which
At the convention center in
convention
Charleston.
center? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. All right. Who's going to be the winner?
Ta-da!
There's that girl that says winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah. Okay, now they're all wrapped around my hand.
Okay.
Okay, we have Tina George.
All right.
Great giveaway. Love to win this. Thanks so much. Love to watch Gab and Gush.
Well,
So
thank
Tina,
you,
congratulations.
Tina. Thank you. And thanks for joining us. And we'll see
Did we
you.
have the
What?
okay, the consolation?
You know what? We do have a consolation prize. And I didn't bring that one, but we can do this as a consolation prize. What about that?
Sounds good to me.
How about a mitt kit? We'll do a mitt kit as a consolation prize.
I thought I heard that word, consolation prize.
I did.
Those
I did
words.
say it, but then I was gonna go get
Yeah.
something up by Christy, and then I got
Then you got
like
We'll save that for next week.
yeah.
yeah. So stay
Okay, so
tuned.
we have
'Cause you might be the
consolation
second
prize.
lucky winner next week. Okay, here we go. Da-da-da-da-dum. This is Lorraine So.
Uh-huh.
Great giveaway.
All right, and she tagged a friend. So all right,
Yeah.
Lorraine. So we'll be contacting you, and only answer us. Be careful when sometimes we have scammers that go on and they. First of all, they'll tell you you're really good looking. Hey, you're really good looking. I like your profile. Would you be my friend?
Oh,
And
I
then they
love it. I
say,
get those at least twice a week. Yeah, we just want to be your friend. You look so nice. I'm
yeah,
like,
it's like, who are
who
you?
are you?
And then they'll say, hey, can you send me your credit card number? It's like,
Yeah, right.
Sure. Yeah. So anyway, be really careful. We'll contact you personally, and it won't be like every single person says, hey, guess what, you won. You're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry when that happens. Really, I am. But join us again next week, and keep watching for our newsletter.
That's right.
And we'll be putting new stuff on because we have new stuff coming in.
And you never know when I'll be back.
That's right. Thank you very much.